Good morning, hello, and welcome back. If you are just joining us for the first time, welcome to my live streaming. My name is Hoon, and my channel is all about making better coffee at home. So this morning, we are going to cover some basic again. Okay, so I'm going to show you some tips and tricks how to use manual mode versus standard mode. I know some of you saw whenever I'm making coffee every single morning, I always go for the manual mode. And I think yesterday some of my viewers asked me, Huno, what is the manual mode? So let me explain to you this morning. We're gonna go deep dive into the manual mode versus standard. So hopefully after this video, you will learn something and then start using it tomorrow. Okay, it'd be great. Okay, so by the way, this morning I'm using the Breville Barista Pro. So also I have another tips for you as well. There's no way to warm up my portafilter. There's no good way because Breville Barista Pro uses the thermal jet, which means it doesn't get heat up like thermal block like Breville Barista Express. With the Breville Barista Express, if you warm up for like 10 or 20 minutes, everything is hot. But with Breville Barista Pro, there's no point, okay? Because if I shut it down, I turn back on, now we are ready to brew, which means comes to how the water coming out should be the right temperature, but surrounding area is gonna be pretty cold. Okay, so unless if you're gonna do like couple dummy shots in the morning, like you gotta do about at least 2 or 3 times, get the somewhat close enough temperature to brew some good coffee. But what I've been doing lately, okay. So this is, you don't have to do this, okay? If you don't have to do this. I have my kettle there. I have a little colander. I put my portafilter on the top. I just warm it up like this. But again, this is not necessary. But if you want everything to be piping hot, so this is a pretty good option. But this is kind of like, oops, I'm overdoing it. But if you want to, if you like to have temperature, bring up to temperature every single morning, a little bit of work, okay, but not necessary, okay, again, this is not necessary, but it definitely helps. This is a little tricky. I'm trying to heat up 2 of them right now, so anyway, so this is not necessary, but you know what, I'm just gonna put this one here for now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about the manual mode versus standard mode. By the way, how many of you out there prefer standard or manual? Please let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you as well because most of you just press the double cup button and pull the shot every single morning. Some days you got a right shot. Some days you got enough shot, enough liquid coming out, and vice versa. Other days you have not enough because standard mode, that kind of like it's kind of a value metric. It's preset. Okay, what do you mean by preset? So you know what? So this one is right now it's factory reset. So everything is our factory default mode right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys a quick demonstration. Here I got my scale here. Got my cup. So I have an empty filter basket. I'm just gonna set my cup, zero out. I'm just gonna press just standard shot, okay? Standard double basket. You see like pre-infusion happening right now. About 6-second pre-infusion. So you get about 60 grams of water, okay? Oops. But actually it's not 60 grams because you have some water inside as well. So it's about, hold on. Just gonna lock it in here. It's about 70 grams of water, and plus I spilled some water there. Again, so I measured that this morning. So comes to liquid, comes to water from the group head is about 80 gram, okay? So it comes about, is 80 gram of water coming out from Breville Barista Pro, which means that every time water comes out, it's 80 gram coming out, and the standard shot is based on the length of time. So whenever you push that amount, based on the puck prep, some days you got a 40 gram shot, some days you got a 50 gram shot, all depend on the grinder size. But manual mode is totally opposite. Manual mode, you can control the amount of liquid coming out from your group head, okay? Because once you start the manual mode, you are going to tell machine to stop. You make sure you got manually press button to stop the shot, okay? Which means, you are going to have, goodness, if you have like more espresso in the morning, you can have a 60 gram shot, 70 gram shot if you wanted to. But with the vibrator pump there, automatically cuts up at 1 minute. Okay, so 60 seconds. So you can go long as a 60-second shot here, which means the motor is on for 60 seconds. So it's not truly manual mode, but you have a lot more control over standard mode. So here's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put the 2 shots. First shot is going to be a standard shot, and the second shot is going to be the manual mode, okay? And then, so standard shot, I'm just gonna press button and see what happens there. And also, during the standard mode, you can actually press the button to stop the shot as well. Because sometimes, if your grinder size is too coarser, if you're looking for ratio, 1:2 or 1:3 ratio, so you got 19 gram in, like 38 or 40 gram out, you can actually manually stop. But if you don't want to deal with it, if you don't have scale, just let it go, okay? And then stop automatically. But with the manual mode, it does not stop automatically. You have to tell it to stop unless it's gonna be run for 1 minute, which means 60 seconds. So let's get going, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the shot. I'm gonna be using 19 gram, okay? Again, we're gonna do 19 gram shot. So this is you're gonna hear some sad sound. So this is my last coffee I have in my house, okay? It's all gone. Okay, this is pretty sad day. But I do have decaf though, okay? I do have decaf, but my family likes to drink regular in my household. So I got 19 gram here. So this portafilter has been piping hot right now, so we are good to go. I'm just gonna, okay, let's get going. But again, if you're, again, just let me know in the comment section, how many of you actually enjoy the manual shot over standard, okay? I'm just gonna do 19 gram. I'm gonna be using the bottomless portafilter, so you guys are going to see the shot quality coming out. And the first shot, again, I'm not gonna stop it, okay? I'm just gonna let it run, okay? I'm just gonna let it run here. Let's see here. Okay, so this grinder, built-in grinder, works pretty good. So I modified with a single dose mod from Amazon. Works pretty good. It's not too bad. But so since I'm using the bottomless, I'm just gonna use the WDT on it. Just make sure go through, just declump everything. By the way, there is a tool, it's called Duomo, okay, Duomo 8 from Korea. That is a spectacular distribution tool because that does automatically for you. It just spins around, but rather than do manually. So make sure if you have time, make sure check it out, okay? It's called Duomo 8. All right. Okay, here we go. I think a puck is ready. Comes to puck prep, that's all. I mean, if you are using the bottomless portafilter, I highly recommend it. But if you are using the just spouted, I mean, if you don't care about the channeling, you know, I mean, you should be okay. You don't need to, but since we are doing the bottomless, yeah. So puck is ready. Okay. So right now we are doing the standard shot. I'm actually anxious to see because I haven't used it in standard mode in a long time. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Big mystery. Okay. Standard shot, as you know, just press the button. That's it. Let it go. Shot looks good. Not bad at all. A little bit of channeling to the side, but yeah, that's definitely acceptable. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful shot. 43 gram. Man. So that's kind of like calibrated pretty well. Okay, I think we got lucky on that. Okay. Sometimes I got like 49 gram or 50 gram. It all depends. But with this one, with the grinder setting, okay, so whenever you have the right grinder setting, and I mean, you're even with the standard mode, we are very close. So I got 43 gram, you got 19 gram and 43 gram out. Okay. So this is the regular standard shot there. Let's try this. Okay. So again, we are going to take two different shots. This is standard, and next one we're going to do is a manual mode. So with the manual mode, you have a lot of control. Okay. Even though it's entry-level machine, but you do have some control with your shots. Cheers. Smells good. Okay. Excellent shot here. Okay, so next one, let's do the manual mode. I'm just going to put this one away for a second. So again, so this is piping hot as well. So this is ready to go. Let's see here. We're going to do the same thing, another 19 gram. With the manual mode, you can actually change your pre-infusion time, okay? Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do the same puck prep. By the way, if you have a friends or a family member have a 3D print in their house, and ask nicely to make sure, have them print out the 3D print for you to a WDT tool. Okay. Only thing you need is some acupuncture needle from Amazon. You should be good. So this is the 9-pin setup. You can go to Thingiverse. I mean, you could, yeah. If you go to Thingiverse, if you have a 3D print, you can print out a lot of tools for your machine. So, okay, I think we are good to go here. Comes to distribution tool, you have a lot of options. Okay, so I'm happy to use the St. Anthony Industry distribution tool, but you have a lot of options for 54 millimeters now. Okay, I'm just gonna tap. Okay, I'm just gonna flush out my group head. Okay. Okay. So since we are doing the manual mode, okay, let's do something, something different. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go about 10 or 11 second pre-infusion. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna stop at just around 40 gram range, okay, as a 1-to-2 ratio. So this one we stopped at, just automatically stop at 43 gram. So we're gonna do manual mode with about 11-second pre-infusion with, let's do 1-to-2 ratio, about 40 gram. Okay, so here we go. The great thing about the Barista Pro has built-in timer. So we don't have to worry about scare with the timer. So that's the one plus. Okay. All right, here we go. Set it 0. You know what? Okay, let's start with from the here, guys. Okay, so with the manual mode, doesn't matter if you're using the single shot or double shot, okay? Doesn't make any difference. The pre-infusion, let's do about 10 or 11-second pre-infusion. There we go. Longer pre-infusion there. Shot looks good. Okay, perfect. A 40 gram shot. So this is, again, manual mode. I don't know, it seems better looking than standard for some reason. I don't know, what do you guys think? Okay. Let's find out, is there any taste difference? Okay. Okay. Cheers, everybody. By the way, this topic, manual mode versus standard, it's not a fun topic, by the way. This is a little boring, I have to say. I don't know about you guys, but but still, we're still making coffee in the morning. Cheers. Wow. I can tell the difference, okay, definitely, because this one has more fuller flavor, has more body to it, more texture and body to it. Definitely the longer pre-infusion helps. Yeah, it's not bad, it's pretty good. So what is the point of this video so far? The point is, I want you to start trying the manual mode, okay? So it's so easy. Just hold down the single or double shot buttons. It does make a difference. Hold it down. You are getting into pre-infusion mode. Preset at around 6 seconds, okay, from the Breville. That's standard. So maybe you can go after 7 or 8 seconds if you want to. If you want to do the shorter infusion, you can do that as well. As long as you hold the button, you are in the pre-infusion mode. And then whenever let go, give you the full power. And then whenever you like to stop, just press one more time. So, if you guys want something new to try coming weekend, I highly recommend the the manual mode. The another tips I showed you about warm up your filter baskets on your kettle. I think that's overdoing it, okay? I feel like that's wasting my time, but if you have nothing else to do, if you have some time this weekend, make sure to try that method too, because it does get really hot. If you don't have time to mess around with that, just do like a couple dummy shots, okay? Maybe 2 or 3 dummy shots in the morning before you pull those shots. So at least you can heat up your portafilter. Anyway, let's see. So if you have any questions or comments, so if you are new to my live streaming, after my presentation, talk about whatever topics we come up with every single morning. And after, so about now, if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the chat room, okay? I have a moderator sitting right next to me, so my wife's gonna take questions. Okay, hey, we have any questions? No. No, okay, good.
Justin wants to come on though. He said he wants to showcase where he is.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So by the way, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure to do so, okay? So what I usually do is, after my Instagram live, not the Instagram, my YouTube live, I usually go on to Instagram live. I know Instagram live is a lot easier to share videos and whatnot. So we're gonna do live streaming with someone else. So today is gonna be Justin. He's gonna tell us what he's at. So by the way, Justin is from Canada. So
One quick question.
okay, we have one quick question.
What's your opinion on the Bambino Plus?
What is opinion on Bambino? Bambino Plus is a slick machine. Okay, so with the Bambino Plus, you're gonna add another like grinder. You're gonna have some sweet setup at home. So personally, I really like the Bambino Plus. Small form factor, good steaming power. Yeah, they're great. Okay, can't complain. Because I think you're gonna get a better shot than Breville Barista Pro because you're gonna have separate grinder. The built-in grinder is okay, not the best, but most of us, 99% coffee drinkers out there, built-in grinder is just fine. I mean, I have to say, I've been playing with all kinds of grinder over the years. I'm happen to using DF64 in my house right now. I have a niche at work. I have a Mazzer at work. I have a various grinder. For our daily use, built-in grinder is just fine. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Any other questions?
Yep.
I think we are good. Again, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure to do so. By the way, so far we raised about $430 right now. $430, $435. And I'm trying to raise the money for our next coffee machine in my channel. And so we are looking at dual boiler with the rotary pump with the E61 group. Okay. So we have a short list. We have a Lillet Bianca is the top of my list. We have the Rocket R58, and what else? We got ECM, Synchronica as well. And that's I think we have a very short list there. I'm trying to get a sponsor right now. So trying to get a sponsor, some kind of sponsorship, not a full sponsorship, but some kind of sponsorship to raise that money for our channel. So in that case, we can actually compare entry-level machine versus the high-end machine. So let's find out what the difference is. If the difference is this much, okay, and then I can come out and say to you guys, hey, if you're looking for coffee quality, spending an additional $3,000 on coffee machine, it may not be worth it. And unless, okay, you guys love coffee and coffee is your hobby. Hobby is a different story, okay, the completely different story because you could spend tens and thousands of dollars on coffee gears because of your hobby. That's still cheaper than get yourself Ferrari or Lamborghini for your hobby. So, I mean, if you want to spend $1 million on your car hobby or spend 10 or 20 grand on your coffee. So it's up to you. But yeah, so it's a lot easier, a lot cheaper in the long run, okay, with the coffee. A lot safe as well. Anyway, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure to do so. I'm gonna jump into Instagram right now. And then what else? Make sure to press like. And if you guys like this kind of video, share with your friends. Just have fun with it. And then I'm gonna see you guys on Instagram.